Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be checking out a video titled "What's the Hardest Part of Life in Germany?" Really don't know what to expect, but based off my life in Finland and what I've heard about Finland, see, I've not really had much struggles in Finland apart from in terms of when I scope things, I think about opportunities. I think it is much easier to succeed in a country that is either your mother tongue or the language already, stuff like that. So the language could be a challenge, and jobs and shit like that could be a challenge. Socialization can always be a challenge, but I don't think it should be that big of a deal because we're all humans, and the truth is we can go without socializing. We won't die, as long as we know our purpose in life. But yeah, I don't know what to expect, but without further ado, let's check out this video, and thank you for watching as usual.
I'm from Spain, from Madrid.
I'm from France.
Brazil.
And Mexico.
California.
From China, mainland China.
Northern Ireland.
Taiwan.
Munich.
Do you think life is better in Germany than where you're from, do you think? Ooh. As a foreigner in Germany, this is the biggest question you will get asked. What is the hardest part about living in Germany? What was the hardest part about living in Germany for you?
The hardest part for me personally is the language part, because I originally live in this place which is called Bad Godesberg, and then it's a population where it's the people there, they don't really speak English. But besides of that, it's.
Where are you from?
I'm from Taiwan.
Oh,
it's a small,
wow, that's so cool, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Do you think life in Germany is better?
Yeah.
Yeah? How comes?
It's nicer.
Yeah?
People are friendlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
More handsome, Well, as you can see.
With your ginger.
Exactly, yeah. The only ginger person I've seen in 2 days. Where are you hiding your gingers, Germany? That's what I want to know.
Christine is probably watching this one. She's ginger.
Christine, hello.
Yeah.
Making new friends, because now we are already grown-up people, and so kind of the friends circles are already set up.
Yeah.
So it's not easy to know more German people apart from the people from work that you don't always want to hang out with. And apart from that, I say the light. For me, it's tough to at 4:30. In November or in winter to be completely dark and cold, and just to finish work, and then it's just dark. So during COVID time was tougher. Now it's getting better, especially thanks to the Glühwein.
Yes.
That it always helps. Probably
Yeah. And what about you? What's the hardest thing about living in
I
Germany?
miss food. I miss French food.
the French spaghetti?
Yes, because here I'm happy with the beverage and not that much with the food.
I feel that.
Many people ask me, how do I spot a German? Well, two situations. The first one is the shoes. So these are British shoes. So in Germany, they normally wear practical shoes, which look like they have these snow things. But anyone that's not from here normally either wears these ones, as you can see. Wow.
Show again.
Yeah. Oida. What do you think is the hardest part about living in Germany?
Definitely, I'm not wearing that in winter. This is one thing I like about Finland. Well, it's not necessarily Finland. I think it's more Lapland, where I live at, right? But majority of the people do not dress to impress, in winter time. That's what I think. I'm not sure what's going on in their minds, but based off of the appearance, they don't look like that, right? They dress for the occasion. And when you look at me, when I dress in winter, I got a big ass boot on all the time, the same damn shoe. If I'm not going to an event, let's say a wedding or some celebration or something of the sort, I will not dress differently. I will dress the way how I always dress when it's winter. A hoodie, because most of the times I don't wear my winter jacket, even though it's mad cold. But if it's like negative 15 and above, I'm definitely taking the winter jacket, because you never know, right? But yeah, I got my sweatpants on. Sometimes I'll add another pants, and I got a big ass boot, and that's it. I got to stay locked in. It's winter. I'm not trying to be pretty out here, nah, but I do understand the British people, because Like, I don't really think it gets that cold in the UK, does it?
You have to, in America, you have someone doing it for you. But in Germany, you gotta race through that thing. They scan that. It's like an Olympic sport, I swear. And if you don't bag your goods in time, then the 5 people in line, they'll just sit there and look at you.
Right.
And the guy who's doing the girl who's doing the scanning as well, once she's done, that's it. And then she just looks at you while you spend the next 10 minutes trying to put your stuff in. I would say that's the hardest thing about that it took getting used to in Germany.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Were you the slow one, I'm guessing?
Absolutely.
You've been told off a few
But
times.
now, I mean, I've been here for over 2 years now, so now I got it, got the heavy stuff first.
Yeah.
I'm over there, like, so I'm
You're
pretty
proper
good at
the
it.
German way.
Not
the Deutsche Weg.
Almost.
Yeah.
90%.
Bad part about living in Germany outside the weather is also that people are a little bit more like following the rules. In Mexico, it's a little bit more like,
That's messed up, boy. But nah, following the rules is a good thing. But I do understand the comparison. I do understand that.
in Mexico, you can make a party until 1, 2 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Maybe until 6 a.m. and nobody will call the police on you,
Right.
even if you're really loud. And here in Germany, after 10, like it's the police are already at your doorstep, like telling you to like make it quieter.
I'm guessing you've got in trouble quite a few times.
A little bit, yeah. He has been there a couple of times, I think.
Yeah, we actually got sued this year.
Oh shit! What?
Kind of. I don't know if it's just a threat or it was
Yeah.
for real.
Oh shit!
But yeah, we threw like we live in a student residence with around 80 people, 80
Yeah.
students, and then we threw like a summer party.
Shit.
And
Rowdy.
it's unfortunately on a Sunday, and unfortunately, like one of our neighbors is a lawyer.
Oh!
He kind of, I don't know if he really sued us or just threatened to sue us.
He said he was gonna sue us. yes.
Yeah.
Right. Have you found out yet if he's done it?
I think it didn't happen because it has been like 6 months and we haven't
Yeah,
heard
we have-
anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, just.
Do you think you'd ever do another one?
The biggest part is maybe the language. The German is a very difficult language, and I've been learning German for several years. But right now I can't even communicate with a typisch German.
Yeah. I mean, your English is phenomenal. Like,
No, it's
I
not.
can understand everything of your English. Do you know? what I mean?
thanks.
Yeah. No,
I hate now that I'm living in Europe, and I'm sorry Germans for this, but now that I'm living in Europe, I actually get really, really, disappointed when I hear people who speak English constantly tell other people, like foreigners, that they have good English, when the truth is they don't. Right? Not because we understand what they're saying means that they have good English, because a lot of them cannot even form a proper sentence in English, right? And the pronunciation is straight up ass. But when we English speakers, try to speak somebody else's language, we get dissed for having a bad pronunciation. Like, it's like I've literally made videos about, Finnish, and I have a bad pronunciation and I get grilled. And I'm like, you guys can't even make a proper pronunciation in English, and I'm getting grilled? Like, I can't make a mistake? It's crazy. That's my experience, though, with the language situation, and I've seen it time and time again, not just with me, seeing other people with that experience. So I don't know. I'm not the guy who's going to be like, oh, yeah, you have good English anymore. Nah, I used to do that, but I'm not doing that anymore, because, no.
Communicate with a typisch German.
yeah. I mean, your English is phenomenal. Like, I can understand everything of your English. Do you know? what I mean?
Thanks.
Yeah. No. worries.
Because I also learn English,
Yeah,
of course.
It's really good.
It's about the money.
Do you think?
We're living crazy times right now. There's so much war, and it comes closer and closer and closer. And then again, also our society really has the problem of rising prices. And everybody needs to work more for less. And living, especially living in flats, is extremely expensive. Especially here in Munich. It's super expensive to live here.
Yeah.
I'm studying interior design.
Oh, nice.
I started right now.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a carpenter. I'm a master of carpentry already.
Yeah.
And I started studying here, and with BAföG, I don't know if you heard of it.
Yeah.
We really get money to, we really get the money from the state if our parents can't afford to give us the privilege of knowledge.
Right. Yeah.
So Germany comes and says, we want you to be super well trained, that you have every possibility you want to have later on. So now I get 930 bucks, which is the most you can have, because I already have my apprenticeship and the master and worked for a few years, and now I get the money to study. They give me 930 bucks a month that I can
Crazy.
study with.
Wow.
A part of it I have to pay back. But again, only a part of it. And I won't be like in deep debt after
That's
I come
so
out of
good.
it.
Good.
So what they do is they really push me
To help
to have a
you.
better life, you know?
That's interesting.
And that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's like, I think, the most amazing thing about this
Cameron's
country, that they
struggling,
really do
dog.
something for their people.
Honestly, when I first moved to here, I'm a little bit skeptical because
Really?
due to my Asian heritage background, people really like to go to either the UK or the States, and
Interesting.
then I'm the first one to come to here.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And then I meet a lot of open-minded people, and then I generally I made a lot of friends, and then also found my loved ones here. So it's
Oh, wow,
really
that's cool.
And here's the thing, if you go around Germany, there's two things that Germans love to complain about.
What's
It's either
that?
the weather or the Deutsche Bahn. And
Right.
I am Deutsche Bahn's biggest fan, actually, because
Yes, sir.
if you ever go on a train in America,
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it. So in that way, I would say 10 out of 10.
And also to work is for me really easier than in France because of the structure and because of all the organization. Like it's really not just a cliche that German guys are really organized. That's really true. And for me, it's like, oh, I feel secure and I feel good, and that's why I'm here like for 7 years now.
Wow.
Because the
What I
German guys
love
are
the most
secure.
about Germany is that we are getting so
Sorry.
colorful.
Right.
Every year we get more colorful. So there's so many people coming from, or came already in the past.
What the hell does he mean by that? Broski said his shit's getting colorful. It's crazy. Nah, bro, I've never heard this in my life before. He said it's getting colorful. I think this guy has a really nice soul, you know, like and I'm not ever against, you know, blending and mixing and, you know, all people understanding we're all humans and shit like that. We gonna die one day. You know, we can experience everybody's culture and shit like that and appreciate it and be respectful about it. I'm not against that. I'm all for that, you know, and I'm also, you know, knowledgeable that, you know, togetherness sometimes messes up things. Just like in Finland, I've said that if Finland actually was a really social country, the crime in Finland would be skyrocketed, right? Because socialization brings room for every bad thing. Jealousy, envy, hate, you know, all these things are increased because of socialization. So, you know, it's good, but it also carries a really bad, you know, things behind it. So,
And what I love the most about Germany is that we are getting so colorful.
Right.
Every year we get more colorful. So there's so many people coming from, or came already in the past 60 years, I guess,
Yeah.
from all parts of the world
Right.
in this country to live here. And 6 years ago, when you went into the big cities of Germany, they were just German cities with the Germans living there.
Yeah.
And today, I guess we're not the Germans
Yeah. It's
as
more
we were.
international, isn't it?
Yeah, we're getting so international, and I love it, really.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
This is like, sometimes it's hard to say that you're German.
Right.
Well, you want to say that you lived here as your parents did, as your grandparents did, because everybody else living in Germany, for me at least, is also a German.
My name is
Connor. Nice to meet you,
And you
Germany.
You can say, I kommer oss, is it Irenish? Ireland. Irland. Oh,
Irland.
see that? Ja, Irland. So, Kaiser Kieran, freut mich zu mit dir treffen. Closer, man. It's a pleasure to meet you, man.
Thank you.
Freut mich. Yeah, pleasure to meet you, man.
Wiedersehen.
Eine schöne Tag. Massive thank you to everyone that joined in this video.
yeah, lovely video, man. I really appreciate it. Get some POV, you know, from the immigrant's perspective, because I'm one of them. But yeah, you know, it's cool being, you know, an immigrant and being accepted. And you know, actually having that peace of mind. You know, I love it. Like, you know, the world is filled with a lot of hate. I can't stress that enough. It's filled with a lot of hate, and you know, things would be a lot better, you know, if you know, countries were a little bit more accepting of other people, and if people, you know, going to other countries were a lot more accepting of that country, because I think a lot of people move to a country and they try to change that country and make that country like theirs, right? Which is, I don't think that's fair. I don't think you should ever move to somewhere that, you know, you cannot adopt to. If you have to change the way how things are there, then no. But if you have a personal culture, that's totally fine to embrace it, you know, in that country as well, in my humble opinion. But when you're going to try to make your culture the culture of the country and no longer give that country its free will to do what the heck they want, I don't think it's fair for you to move to that country. But that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please let me know what y'all thought in the comment section down below. As for now, I'm out of here. Peace.